Hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love channel. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you all so much. Thank you for your love, your support, your likes, subscribing, being here, showing up for yourself, loving yourself, doing the work, healing, finding yourself. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so grateful you're here. I'm so grateful to be of service to you on your journey, to help you along your way. Thank you for allowing me to help you. It's an honor. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor to connect with you. It's an honor to serve you. Okay. It's an honor to be of service. So thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for you. Today's pick a card, we are going to get into how do you make people feel? Okay. Physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically. We're going to tap into all different areas here with this. And we're just going to let these messages come down and just go with it. Okay. So, pile one, inner child. Pile two, abundance. And pile three, visualization. Okay, timestamps will be linked below. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, that information is below as well. If you feel called to choose more than one pile, trust yourself, trust your inner guidance, and just go with whatever it is that you need, okay? Otherwise, thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in your reading. Hi, Pile One. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here, Pile One. I'm so grateful that you are here. Welcome back. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love experience. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you all so much for all of your love and support. I'm proud of you for being here and showing up for yourself. My name is Nicole. Let's get into it. How do you make people feel? Okay, so we're going to tap into all areas: physically, spiritually, emotionally, energetically, mentally. Okay, we're just going to let these messages come down and go with it. So with this inner child energy here, pile one, how do you make people feel? You make people feel alive. You make people feel like you bring them back to an innocent time. You bring them back to a place where they didn't have a care in the world, or they didn't have those worries, or even if they did have a tough childhood, you bring them to a place of innocence, of purity, of harmony, of joy, of a place where it's like their little child can be free, and their little child won't have to deal with those burdens and the pain and the suffering or whatever it is that was going on. You bring people to a place of, you make them feel joyful, hopeful. You make them feel alive. I keep hearing alive, fresh, fun. Many of you bring that spontaneity out, okay? There's just this innocence and purity that you bring out in people, okay? Or you help them to connect with their own light, with their own innocence, with their own purity, with their own divinity. With this green here, this is representing the heart chakra. You help people to get in touch with their heart chakra. Even if they have blockages there, they feel that energy. You touch people in the heart space. This is really deep, okay? Like this is an intense energy here, because it's like some of you is just with your smile, it's disarming. You have beautiful eyes. Many of you people feel like you have beautiful eyes. Your eyes are, you have this gaze. Your eyes are engaging. It pulls people in, okay? People just see the light, okay? People see your light. You help people see their light. There's just this innocence. You make them feel like almost like anything is possible. Almost like you help people to feel like they can believe again, that they like some type of hope, okay? And let's get some more out. Let's find out what else is going on. Ten of Pentacles, okay? How do you make people feel? Pile one, Page of Pentacles, Three of Swords, Three of Wands, Five of Cups, Two of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, Ace of Cups, King of Cups. Everything is fine. So this is like the Ten of Swords. And Nine of Swords. Wow. How do you make people feel? Let's tap into this. Okay. Physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. Many of you get right in tune with people in their heart space. For many of you, you shake up, you activate. Okay. You activate their energy in their heart space. For many of you, people are attracted. Some of you may, you attract people who have a difficult time getting in tune with their emotions. You may attract people who are very, very strong logically, like their level of reasoning, their level of logic is very strong. They value that part of themselves, but they have a difficult time getting in tune with their heart space, with their emotions. You may attract people who are emotionally avoidant or just have a difficult time processing emotion because of, it could be wounds from childhood, it could be wounds from past relationships. It doesn't matter. You may attract a lot of people that have a difficult time getting in tune with their emotions. So it's like you kind of open that up. Your energy allows people to see where they have been neglecting their emotions or neglecting, like basically they closed off parts of themselves. Like they may have closed off their heart and they may not have realized that, but your energy shines the light on that area of their life. Okay. Many of people get in their head about you, and I'm not saying that this is anything that you're doing, but how you make people feel, for some of you, you make people feel anxiety. And when I say that, I mean like your power, your strength, your energy, it gives people anxiety. And what I'm getting is like many of you have a beautiful light, or you have a bright light, or your aura and just your energy and, how you physically show up. This can be a bit, for some people it's intimidating, but for some people what I'm getting is like your light shines onto their wounds or to their pain or to, because it's like this, okay, with this inner child energy, it's like you give people, you're inspirational and you're giving people hope. And so when they're around you, they feel that. You feel like home. Many of you make people feel like home. You make people feel like it's safe. You make people feel like they can see a home with you, especially like romantic interests. Romantic interests feel like they can see themselves building a life with you, having a home with you. You make people may have even told you, Power One, like, you're like home to me. You feel like home, things like that. So it's like they see these possibilities, but then when they're away from you, now their anxiety comes up, or now the self-limiting beliefs come up, or now the wounds, the areas of their life where they felt rejected, where they felt abandoned, where they felt maybe not good enough or whatever. It's like now these things are being shaken up. Now these things are being revealed. And it's like they start to recognize the heartbreak that they have. They start to recognize how they are afraid of getting in tune with their emotions. They start to recognize how they may have been heartbroken from something from the past that they never healed, and they kept moving on like everything is fine. But your energy has now shined the light on that. Your energy, or things that you physically say, or again, for many of you, is how you show up, however that is. For some of you, it could be when you speak to people, you activate this. Many of you are activators. Whether you realize this or not, you're activating people. And I feel that for some of you, you're empathic, or, you're very giving with your love. You could be very generous when you give love. And for people who are dealing with wounds and pain and trauma, and they haven't dealt with that, that could be difficult for them. They're not used to receiving that type of love, or I'm not saying it makes them uncomfortable, but it's like they're not used to it, you know? And it's like, it's scary for some people. It's scary, but it feels so good. It's like we see here, it's like you go from this Ace of Cups to the King of Cups. Like you help people to feel balanced. You help them to feel mature. You help them to feel like they could dive into their emotions, even though that's something that's probably scary to them. Like they can discover those parts of themselves. They could discover like how it feels to get in tune with love or sensitivity or empathy or compassion and emotions. Like for many of you, like I said, I feel like you probably attract, whether this is romantically, platonic, it doesn't matter. You attract people who are closed off to their emotions or fearful of their emotions, okay? And so you make them feel like they can go all the way, like they can go all the way in the deep end, like King of Cups energy, okay? You make them feel like they could dive headfirst into their emotions and they're safe. Many of you, people feel safe with you. They feel safe. They feel like you're home. They feel like they could see, whatever. And again, it doesn't matter whether it's romantic, platonic, it doesn't matter. They feel like, even if it's a platonic friendship, you make them feel like this is safe, this is home. Even if they never don't even really know what home looks like for them, they've never felt what home feels like. You know what I mean? Like you help them to feel that energy, and you help them to recognize that everything is not fine. Like everything cannot be fine with all of these knives in your back. Like you help them to realize that, hey, you're saying everything is fine, but you have all these swords in your back and you're not okay. And it's okay. Like you help them to feel safe to like, it's okay to not be okay. It's okay that you have to heal. It's okay that, you have to deal with the sadness and the wounds, and you make people feel like it's safe and it's okay. It's really beautiful. And it's like for many of you, again, with you having that activating energy, many of the people who interact with you, they don't know how to feel. It's like they don't really know, because for many of you, it's foreign energy or it's new. They've never felt it, and it feels stable and it feels good, but it's also scary. Okay. So many people will get in their head about it because that's what they're used to doing. They're used to being in their mind space, being in tune with the heart space. They're not used to that. That's uncomfortable. So they get very much in their head about it. And so many of you, I'm going to be honest, like you give people a mixed bag of emotions, okay? It's like a lot of different things that I'm feeling, and it's almost like the words are kind of evading me. I feel like you make people feel a lot that they don't know how to express, okay? Like they really, they don't really know the words to really say, but they feel a lot of different energy and emotion. Many of you have a strong intensity here that a lot of people, they haven't felt until they interact with you. For some of you, I'm feeling this energy of, I didn't know I was alive until I met Pal One. Like this is really deep. It's really beautiful. All right, let's get some more. Wow, I'm attracted to you because you dive deeply into situations that matter to you. This is again that deep diving emotional feeling. I'm attracted to you because you keep your head up no matter what. I am attracted to you because you make everything sweeter. I am attracted to you because you are honest and stay true to yourself. I am attracted to you because you have a penetrating gaze. Wow. And I was just talking about that. I am inspired by you because of how you view the world. I am attracted to you because you have unique skills and hobbies. I'm attracted to you because there's just something about you. Wow. And I'm attracted to you because of your high sensitivity. Okay. So Pile one. Okay, pile one. So again, this is just kind of like piggybacking off of what we were just talking about. You know, you, many of you, in my opinion, this is kind of a, like each card symbolizes something. You know, each card is not, you know, exactly like the card next to it. Like each card is representing a different emotion, a different feeling, a different level of inspiration or attraction. So this is what I was saying. Like many of you, you activate many different emotions and feelings from the people that you interact with. Okay. And it's a lot that people feel that they really don't know how to, they feel a lot. Okay. Like, I hope that's making sense. Like, how do you make people feel? You make people feel a lot. Like, point blank, period, hard stop. You make people feel a lot, a range of emotion. And for many of you, what I'm feeling is not only do you do this, it's almost like every time you're with the people that you're interacting with, like each time there's a new activation, each time there's fresh new energy, each time there's a new level of, you know, emotion or respect or whatever it is that they're gaining, that's being added onto the situation. Okay, many of you, you know, you have a lot of people that are naturally attracted to you. Okay, and this is, again, I feel like it's your beautiful light, but people are, they're attracted to you because, and I know that this is not an attraction reading, but I have to point this out because I feel like people are, how do you make them feel like, because you're honest, because you're true to yourself, they feel like they could be true to themselves. Or just by seeing you, many of you are leading by example, or you are an example for how to be honest with yourself, how to dive deeply into your emotions, or, you know, things like that. Like people are, they feel inspired. They feel like this is something that they can do. They feel like this is something that is okay to do. It's okay to look at the world differently. It's okay to dive deeper into situations or subjects that matter to you. They feel like it's okay to explore a new hobby or explore your own individual skills. Like you make people feel like it's okay to do these things. And not only is it okay, it's a mystery to it, but it's like, it's exciting. It's a part of a journey. It's a part of a process. And it's like, if you take the time to get to know that part of yourself, or if you take the time to do this and do that, that you will be rewarded and you will like what you see, or you will like what you find. Many people feel like your energy, you know, the things that you say, your actions, you're extremely sweet. They feel like life is sweeter with you. Like I said, many of you make people feel at home. And for some people that you interact with, they don't really know what home is. You know, they've never felt home. You know, they're the conditions where they grew up, or whatever the situation is, they may have never have had that home like feeling. And you bring that energy of safety, of home, of sweetness, of purity. Many of you, it's like you make people dream again. You make people feel like, you know, they're unstoppable, that they're powerful, that they, you know, that they can do some of the things that they can do. They can get in tune with themselves, become self-aware. Many of you, you have people that get romantically attracted to you and they just don't even know. Like they have a list of things that they're attracted to, but it's like something that is elusive about you, that they, again, it's like they don't know how to say it, they don't know how to express it, they don't know what it is, but it's just something about you. Many of you, the lovers that you've had, they never forget you. You know, they never forget you. It doesn't matter, you know, how long ago it was, when, what happened. Is something about you they'll never forget. And it's something very, with many of you, it's very unique. And for some of you, it's your physical appearance, with your gaze, with your eyes. again, it's something here with your purity, your face. Some of you have an innocent face, or, you know, you look younger than what you are, or there's just this childlike energy to you. And again, you're not childish, but there's just this innocence and this childlike energy that you possess that reminds people or signifies happier times or signifies moments of bliss or moments of like happiness and like miracles, and anything can happen. And like before, like, you know, thinking about like how children are before the programming, before, you know, that harsh world really kicks in for them, that the times of like discovery and how children view the world, how it's like they're just so excited and intrigued by anything. You know, it's kind of like that energy, like this wondrous energy. This is what you, this is how you make people feel. You make them feel like anything can happen. You know, you make them feel like the universe is really as magical as it is, even if they don't, even if they're cynical, even if they have a pessimistic way of viewing the world, and like, you know, they've never looked at the world like that ever, because many of you, you do um, you do interact with cynical people or pessimistic people or just people who've dealt with a lot. And it's difficult for them to tune into that energy. And you bring that to them like, yeah, you could dream. Like, it's safe to dream. It's safe to, you know, it's safe to believe. It's safe to believe in anything. It's really beautiful. Let's get some more. How do you make people feel? Pile one. Pile one. How do you make people feel? Pile one. How do you make people feel? Okay, let's get a couple more. How do you make people feel? Pile one. Okay, so let's see how these colors come out. I like to just see how this is all gonna come out. Okay, more rest, please. Your body needs this. So you make people feel like they can rest. You make people feel like they can relax. You know, they don't have to try to be someone else, that they can just rest. For some of you, people may even like especially like romantic interests, they may get tired around you. And it's not because they're like you're boring them, or it's nothing like that. It's like your energy just makes them feel like they could just be at peace and they can relax and they could just fall asleep and they don't need to worry about anything. Like, you have this energy with you that's very disarming, and people can relax and they can rest. With please don't leave me, this is what I'm saying. Like, you make people feel like home. Like, they don't want you not in their life. They don't want, you know, even if things separate or whatever, these people never forget about you. They always think about you. They want you around. They want you in their life. You are a dream come true. You make people feel like dreams are real, dreams are possible, but this is also how they see you. They see you as a dream come true. They see you as magical. They see you as something that is too good to be real or too good to be true. And again, you make them believe in the impossible, okay? With this platform is rising, you know, you make people again feel powerful, feel magnetic, feel alive. Like, they feel that rush of energy that some people have never felt before, okay? And it's like people just feel like anything can happen, okay? You no longer connect with me. This is like that energy of people love to be around you. You make people feel like you can connect with them. They could talk to you. And if it separates or whatever is a breakdown in the relationship, they don't like that. You know, they like to be in your presence. They like to connect with you. They like to be around you. I keep hearing be around you. Yeah, I saw you with someone else. You make people feel like, for many of you, particularly because romantic keeps coming up here, many people of your romantic interests feel like you're a loyal partner. They feel like you are honest, you're loyal. They feel like, you know, they can trust you. I'm getting that. They can trust you. You are being tested. pay attention. People feel like you make them feel like you're paying attention to them. You make them feel like you challenge them. Okay. You challenge them to think differently. You challenge them to uh, shift their perception, shift their perspective, to see things from a different way. Drink more water and vitamins. People feel like many of you have this infectious energy, and you have this type of energy where it's like, let's just say if you're like healthy, or whether it's healthy, your habits are healthy, your mindset is healthy, whatever it is, people feel like you make them, like you encourage them to do better. You encourage them to want to eat healthier, or want to have a healthier mindset, or want to take care of their body. Like that's how you make them feel. You make them feel like they need to look at things and take things seriously, or change their mindset, or make things more of an important thing. And it could be, that mental health, emotional health, whatever it is. With this Taurus energy, again, this is that Venus energy, luxury, sacral chakra energy, that creative center, that stable foundation. This is how you make people feel. Again, home. You make people feel good. Venus energy is like luxury, is love, is sensory. It's, getting in tune with your senses and the love planet, all of that. Like, a lot of people fall in love with you easily. You make people feel loved. You make people feel safe. You make people feel secure. With this relationship here, you make people feel like they want to have whatever kind of relationship, whether it's a friendship, a romantic relationship. People look at you as someone that they want to have in their life. They look at you as someone that they want around, someone that they want to be around, someone that they want around long term. Okay. Okay, this is really beautiful. Let's get your healing messages out, Pile One. Okay, we have Mother Earth. We have self mastery, universal light, and dreams. Okay, right now your dreams are very important. Okay, it's pay attention to your dreams. Your dreams are extremely important right now. They are guiding you and directing you to something new. There's something new here, especially with this moon phase. This is like a newer moon phase. When you get to the full, that's completion. But with this moon phase, like the crescent moon, it's newer energy. The new intentions have been planted, okay? And so more things are going to be revealed to you. So pay very close attention to your dreams. And your dreams could have something connecting you with your emotions right now, something that you need to pay attention to, because many of you, you're in a place of mastery, self-mastery. You're mastering your emotions, you're mastering your physical health, you're mastering your mental health, you're mastering balancing. Because with this image here, this is like chakra balancing alignment. Many of you are aligning with yourself, with your higher self, with your destiny, your destined plan, whatever that looks like for you. This is a time of mastery and alignment and balancing. So your dreams will be helping you through this process, so pay attention. With this universal light, many of you are shining very bright, or this healing work that you're doing, this work that you're doing around yourself, you're bringing out more of your own light. You have the universal light within. Continue to unlock this. Continue to unlock your mind, your perspectives. Continue to unlock yourself and keep yourself in balance, because many of you are shining very bright. So with this bright light that's shining, you're going to be attracting a lot of different things. And this could be, again, that new energy, like new situations, new people, new things happening. So continue to shine your light. And with this Mother Earth energy here, it's time to connect with Mother Earth. It's time to continue to be grounded. Take some time into nature. Take some time to connect with yourself. Take some time to continue to go deeper within, because, like I said, you have a bright light. It's a lot of light here. You're shining very brightly, okay? Even if you don't think you are, you are. So continue to balance, continue to do the things that you've been doing, because you're getting ready to open yourself up. Like your physical reality is getting ready to reflect that inner work that you've been doing. So physically, in your physical reality, things are getting ready to change. So prepare yourself for new things and know that you're safe, know that you're worthy, know that you're deserving, and it's your time. So if no one told you that they love you today, I love you. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful that you are here. Keep doing the work. You are amazing. Please like the video, comment below, let me know how this resonated. If you don't want to say how this resonated, drop me a heart. I would appreciate it. Also, share the video. Subscribe, join the capital LOVE tribe. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, that information is below. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Hi, Pal 2. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love experience. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you all so much for being here. My name is Nicole. I'm grateful that you are here. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Thank you for being here. Let's get into it. So how do you make people feel? You chose this card, Abundance, the number 8. Many of you make people feel very abundant. Okay, you make people feel like royalty. You make people feel like they're very important. They're very secure. With this red here, this is representing the root chakra. You make people feel safe. You make people feel secure. You make people feel like I feel like you have your own level of stability, whether it's in the physical world, emotionally, mentally, or maybe in all areas. But people feel like you have your own level of stability and you make them feel safe. You make them feel secure. You make them feel abundant. You make them feel like, they can have an abundant lifestyle or have an abundant mindset or reach a level of abundance. You make them feel like that you may be someone that's a motivator, someone that inspires people, even if it is within your community or your family or your friends or within your romantic partnerships. It doesn't matter. People feel motivated. They feel inspired. They feel inspired to live an abundant life or have an abundant mindset, or, and they feel safe. Like you make them feel safe. Many of you make people feel like they're gold, or they feel like, you have that gold touch, the Midas touch. Anything you touch turns into gold. You know how to create abundance. You know how to create a life of abundance. You love abundance, okay? Many of you love abundance, and people know that, and that energy is like infectious, okay? They feel infected by your level of like the way you live, because many of you may see yourself as royalty. You see yourself as king, queen, as a royal person, a regal person. And so being in your energy, people feel like they're royalty too, or they can be royalty, or they can step up into their power. They can step up into a better lifestyle, more abundant lifestyle. Okay, let's get some more out, pal, too. Let's find out. 8 of Pentacles. How do you make people feel? 4 of Cups. 8 of Wands. So 8 is prominent here, and this is the third 8. So you may be seeing 888. You don't have to. You may be seeing 88 or 888. 4 of Wands. Queen of Swords. Or 8 may be your favorite number. Something significant here with 8, okay? 10 of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. 2 of Wands. And Queen of Wands, okay. All right, so how do you make people feel? How to? You make people feel like many of you make people feel like on top of the world, okay? You make people feel like it's like there's a spontaneous energy here. It's like many of you are spontaneous, or you enjoy spontaneity. You enjoy sometimes doing things, rebelling against a cause, or like some of you have a rebellious nature, or you have just this like you like to be out of the box, or you don't like to do everything that people expect for you to do, or something like that here. And it's like you help people to see that they can do that too, or like they can live life on their own terms, or they can be their own boss, they can be their own leader, they can be their own almost like a superhero. Like you help people to, you make people feel like, almost like for some of you, like you make people feel like they can fly. You make people feel like they can find their own wings and fly. Some of you are entrepreneurs, or you're a boss or something like that, and people get very motivated by your work ethic or your career. Your career is really sticking out here. Other things are sticking out as well, but I have to talk about this. Many of you motivate people through your career, through your success. People feel very much like some of you may have like been an entrepreneur for most of your career, or you've just done things on your own terms, or you just do what it is you have to do. You take the risk. Sometimes things don't always work out the way you want, and that's okay. And you keep moving and you keep seeing what works and what doesn't work. It's like you're really good at that. And you make people feel like they can do it too. You make people feel like they could quit their 9 to 5. They could quit their full-time job and be a successful entrepreneur. You make people feel like they can take their creative talent and turn it into a career and make money from it. Like there's a big emphasis on whatever it is that you do for your career, even if you're not an entrepreneur, it doesn't matter. Like whatever it is that you do for your career, you make people feel like they can do it too. Like they get very inspired and motivated by watching your work ethic or your creative talents or whatever it is you do as far as your career. They get very inspired by that. Now, for some of you, how do you make people feel? You make people feel like they could marry you, like I said, or have a long-term connection with you. Like I said, many of you make people feel safe. You make people feel safe. You make people feel like abundant. Like let's just say you're feminine. If you're attracted to masculines, it doesn't matter. It could be you could be attracted to other women, and but you're still attracted to like masculine women. It doesn't matter. But you're attracted, if you're feminine attracted to masculine energy, okay? You make the masculine feel very masculine. You make the masculine feel safe. You make the masculine feel very in tune to his masculinity. If you're a masculine watching this, and you're attracted to feminine energy, you make feminines feel very safe. You make them feel secure. You make them feel supported. You make them feel like you will build them a home and they're going to be so safe. Like, it's like that energy. It's like people feel like you make them feel, even if it's a platonic situation, there's just this level of safety that they feel with you. And for many of you, I feel like it's physical safety, but it's also, I'm picking up emotional, but there is a strong level of like physical safety. But it could be, I'm also feeling emotional and spiritual, okay? You make people feel like, many of you people enjoy traveling with you, or they want to travel with you. You make people feel like, you're a good time, like you're fun to hang out with, you're fun to travel with, you're fun to socialize with. People feel like, many people, I don't know, it's kind of, that feels like a strange message, but I don't know. That's what came down. Like a lot of people feel like you would be fun to socialize with or to travel with, particularly travel. Like that's definitely sticking out. But people feel like even if they've only known you for a short amount of time, they feel like they would definitely invite you on a vacation or invite you on a trip or invite you to a social event. Like you would be a lot of fun. You would be engaging. Many of you make people feel like, you have this intellect to you, and many of you pair your intellectual ability with humor, because for many of you, people feel like your intellect is very attractive. Okay, so it's like a level of like intellect and humor. People just feel like you would be a great person to accompany them on a trip or accompany them to a social event, or even if it's like, you know, inviting you, like if there's a dinner party or something like that, or a dinner situation, like people, you make people feel like how to is the one you want there, because they're going to sell it. They're going to say jokes, or they're going to have great talking points, or they're going to have interesting topics to talk about. Like people, even if they're trying to get like wisdom or knowledge from you, like people feel like you make people feel like you're fun to be around, like you're enjoyable to be in your energy. People enjoy being in your energy. For some of you, you make people feel like they're not fun enough. Now, again, this is nothing to do with you. This is their perception. This does not mean that this is your problem, but I just have to point this out. For some of you, people feel like they may not be interesting enough, or they don't feel fun enough in your presence, or they don't feel like you're always interested in what they have to say, or, you know, being in their company. Okay. But what I'm feeling is, again, like, yeah, you make people feel like you're fun, like they enjoy being in your presence, they enjoy being in your company, and you're very inspirational. You know, people, I'm hearing they love your story. They love, you know, your growth, your story, the things that you share. They love the things that you share. They feel like they enjoy being around you. And a lot of people love your story. Okay. I admire you because you put family first. I am attracted to you because you know how to have a good time. I'm attracted to you because you express yourself easily, okay? I am inspired by you because you don't flaunt your beauty. I'm attracted to you because when you feel it, you just feel it. I admire you because you have a lot of patience. I am inspired by you because you are so innovative. I'm attracted to you because you respect nature and all living things. Okay, we have a lot of cards for you guys. I'm attracted to you because you are so thoughtful. I am completely under your spell. Wow. Okay. I'm attracted to you because you are sincere and caring. Okay. Let's get into this pile too. So, you make people feel, okay, let me just say this. Many people are, and maybe this isn't for everyone, but I definitely feel like for most of you, this is for you. When people first meet you, people find themselves to be sexually or romantically attracted to you. And even if they felt like they thought at first like you wouldn't be their type, or you may not like physically, like for example, if they physically meet you, you may not necessarily be the type that they thought they would be attracted to. Like if they're comparing you to people that they've been physically attracted to in the past. But for many of you, you kind of break that down, like you break that wall down, and people find themselves to be physically and sexually attracted to you very easily, okay? And you know, this doesn't matter who you are attracted to, people get very physically attracted to you. With this, I am completely under your spell. You have a lot of people that get easily attracted to you. Okay. And so you make them feel like it's easy to fall in love with you. It's easy to, it's easy to become, like my finger is itching. Oh my gosh. It's for some of you, people feel like they're under your spell. Okay. I have to say that. Like you may move on, or there may be a breakup, and it's like they feel like they can't get you out of their system. They can't stop thinking about you. They can't really move on from you. Like even if it's a breakup and they move on, you know, something brings them back to you, or they think about you and they go look you up on social media, you know, because many of you are very thoughtful. Many of you are, you have this sincerity, you have this caring side to you. You know, there's an expression, you know how to express yourself. And like I said, many of you are also intellectual. So it's like, you know how to express yourself in a way, whether you're doing this in just like general conversation, or you are expressing your feelings or whatever it is. It's like your level of expression. You make people feel like, a lot of people feel like they've never seen this before. For some of you, you're a masculine watching this, and you make feminine energy, or whoever it is you're attracted to, okay, the people that you're attracted to, you make them feel like they've never seen that before. Like they've never seen someone express themselves and their emotions like this. They've never seen that type of vulnerability. For some of you, like if you're a feminine watching this, whoever it is you're attracted to, they love the fact that like you can clearly express like maybe like your boundaries, or you can clearly express your worth, or what you deserve, or how to be in tune with certain things. Like they may not say that, but they love it and they respect it. And you make people feel like that's something they need to be doing. Or like it's okay to say that, this made you feel this way. Or it's okay to say, hey, I know my worth, and, whatever else is going to come along with that. Like you make people feel okay to say it because it's like you feel it, you know it. And it's like, this is who you are, and you're showing who you are, and you don't mind expressing those parts of yourself. Many of you, they love how you're a beautiful person, a handsome person, but you don't flaunt that. So it's like you may encounter someone that feels like they need to flaunt their beauty, or they need to flaunt how good they look, and they see you not flaunting it, and it makes them like look at themselves. Not to say that they're trying to compare themselves to you, it's nothing like that, but look at how they present themselves now. Look at like how they're showing up. Like, do they need to show up in that way, or can they be a bit, can they not flaunt that side? It's like many of you, it's almost like you shift people in their perspective on things. Like going back to like if you're a masculine, okay, that expresses their emotions, you may encounter a lot of people again that have never seen that. And so you make them feel like, wow, like there are people like you that exist. It's kind of like that energy. It's like many of you, you put your family first, or you put family first. And it's like people, they may have seen so many people like family is the last on the list. Like, money is over everything, but you put family over money. And so they look at you and they're like, wow, like, how do you do what you do? And like, how are you successful? Or like, how does that work for you? You really get people to question things about the things that they've seen in the world, or they've seen from other people. And for many of you, it's like you spark something with this spark here. And again, people feel like you're innovative. You're sparking something within them. You're showing them something different. You're showing them a different part of the world, or a different side to humanity. And it's very inspiring. Like I said, many of you are inspiring to people. You motivate people, you inspire them. But people also feel like you're very fun. Like you have this infectious energy. You know how to have a good time. Your energy is infectious. It makes people feel abundant. Like I said, for many of you, I feel like people love to invite you to places. Like they love to invite you to social gatherings, to, parties, to dinners, vacation, whatever. Like, and if they don't, they definitely would like to, but they may feel like you would not come. But because for some of you, like I said, people feel like they don't think they're as interesting as you would like. But people feel like, you're a good time. Like you're fun to be around. You bring the life to the party. You are someone that, brings this different kind of energy to a situation that people feel like not only is needed, but it's fun. Like they enjoy being around you. You make people feel like it's fun to be around you. It's fun to have a good time. Like I said, for some of you, there's this level of spontaneity here that they don't know what to expect, but they enjoy it. They feel like it's fun. They feel like it's out of the box. They feel like it's out of the norm, and it's very interesting. Okay, now this is really nice. Like a lot of people think you're cool. a lot of people feel like, you're like very cool and fun. I just keep hearing fun. How do you make people feel, Pal 2? How do you make people feel for Pal 2? How do you make people feel, Pal 2? Okay, let's see what else. Pal 2, how do you make people feel? All right, let's take these. Okay. Ooh. Okay. All right, let's get into this. Okay. Just say thank you. So people feel, what I'm feeling is, many of you with this abundant energy, you could be very generous. So you make people want, whether you're generous with your time, your energy, physical things, material, it doesn't matter. People feel like you make them feel gratitude, Again, however it shows up, maybe it's in all areas. People feel gratitude. They feel gratitude for being around you. If you're giving them something, for some of you, I'm hearing sexual energy, whatever that is, however that turns up. You make people feel like they've known you before. You make people feel like they've known you in a past life, or, you remind them of other times. For some of you with this toxic behavior, for some of you, I'm feeling like you're making people feel like, and it goes back to that card, what was that, 4 of Cups? What's that card? It goes back to this. It could be like, you make people feel like what they're offering, you don't want to be bothered, or it's like you make them feel like they're not interesting enough, or, you just don't want to be bothered with whatever it is. You may feel like they have low vibration. They may feel like you have low vibration. Again, this is their perception. This is not for you to take on. We're just looking at how they see it and how you make them feel. So for some people, you do make them feel like you have toxic behavior, or they think that you have toxic behavior. But I feel like for some of you, you feel like you don't want to be bothered with them. So, you take that how it resonates. Okay, what are you afraid of? So you make people, again, it's like that level of safety. Like you got them. Like, again, it's like however it shows up, like you just make people feel like they're safe. Like you're going to help them out. Like you got them. Like if they're your friend, they're your romantic partner, family, whatever it is, you got their back. Like you'll protect them. You'll keep them safe. Do you know what you really desire? So you make people feel like, people question, like I said, for some of you, this is romantic partners. Like you may not be that typical person that they would be necessarily attracted to, or they would think that they would be attracted to. So you kind of stir up that, like, wow, I'm attracted to Pile 2. This is not the typical person I would be attracted to. Like that's kind of stirring something up within me. That's for some of you. For some of you, you also, your energy, you make people dive into what is it that they want? What is it that they desire? What is it that they want out of life? Or do they know what it is that they want? Do they know what it is that they're, interested in? With this precognition, this is saying that you make people have an expansive view, or you help people to have an expanded view. Now, whatever that is, that could be in different situations. It could be of the world, of society, humanity, their home life, money. It could be anything, but you make people have a more of an expanded view of things. Rigid, stubborn ways. So you make people feel like, for some of you, you help to highlight their rigid behavior or their stubborn ways, but then this is also saying that you make them feel like you're being stubborn, or you could be rigid, or you could be I'm hearing too tight about things, okay? Karma clearing. So with this past life energy and karma clearing, people feel like you make them feel like, for some of you, you're on your own journey. And you're, whether this is of self-love, enlightenment, whatever it is, you're on your journey, healing. and you make them feel like you're trying to learn, you're trying to do better, or you're trying to, it could be change some of these ways, it could be change some of the behavior from the past. People, you make them feel, for some of you, you inspire people to change. You inspire people to, just by like your journey. But it's also saying that people, you're showing them that you're growing, or you're showing them that you're trying to learn and become more self-aware or enlightened, okay? Change 1010, change endings, confidence. So people feel like you're confident, but people also feel like, again, you're on some type of journey. You're on, some of you, you could be completing cycles. For some of you, they feel like, you want new things, or you're ending things. Whatever it is, they see, like, you make them feel like, for some of you, you make them feel like they won't be in your life too much longer. I have to be honest. For some of you, you make people feel like, like, basically, like, you may love them from a distance, or you may take a step back, or, the person that you knew was no longer, they're kind of seeing that abundant. Again, abundance keeps coming up. So you make people feel abundant, and people look at you as very abundant. Stay tuned, still developing. So you make people feel like you're continuing to evolve. You're continuing to change. Things are changing in your life. You've been asleep for too long. Again, people see that you're on some type of journey, that you're waking up. You're waking up to things. You're seeing things differently. You're showing your behavior and actions, and the things that you're saying is showing people that you are changing, you're evolving, you're shifting. And for some of you, I have to be honest, some of the people in your life are not happy about this. And this is why this energy is coming up. Like, they feel like they're getting a bit over it, like they're over you, or they're over this. And for some of you, they feel like they're not going to be in your life much longer, or they feel like you're shifting into a different place, and, the relationships won't be the same. Okay. So people in your life are recognizing that, and they're recognizing that, I'm hearing nothing is the same anymore. Like, nothing was the same. Like, things are changing, and you are changing. So, some of the people in your life are going to be changing, and people, that they feel that. Like, they feel that energy. For some of you, they feel like they don't know how much longer they're going to have access to you. Okay, let's get your healing messages out. Okay, nurturing. Communication. Wow, 21, that's 3, 3, 33. So some of you may be seeing 33 as well. Relationships. Wow, look at this, another 3. 333. So some of you may be seeing that. So we had 888, 888, 333, and then 10, another 10, and we saw 1010. Wow. Many of you are completing something. You're completing a cycle. It could be within your relationships, within your love life, your romantic relationships, your family. There's something going on here. There's a big shift, okay? And many of you have completed a cycle, or you are completing a cycle, so you can begin a new cycle with healthier relationships, healthier connections, healthier communication. Definitely hearing healthier communication, okay? And this is something new. This is something that you've never experienced before. And your team is saying you're ready for this. You're ready to communicate in a healthy way. I'm hearing don't push, don't rush, don't control, but let things flow, and also trust where things are moving, trust how the energy is moving. And also I'm hearing continue to show up authentically and to nurture this. Many of you are being asked to nurture everything, every part of your life. Nurture yourself, nurture your inner child, nurture the communication that you're sharing with people, whether this is in the workplace, family, friends, romantic life. Nurture your creative side, your creativity. Nurture the things that you're creating. Nurture these intentions and these seeds that you've been planting. It's a big energy here about nurturing. And that's you getting in tune with that feminine energy within you, and allowing yourself to be nurtured, and also nurturing the things that you need to nurture, okay? And nurturing your relationships. And it doesn't matter whether it's romantic or platonic, nurturing all these different parts, because many of you are anchoring more of a abundant, stable foundation. Okay, more abundance into your foundation, and you're finding more balance in your foundation. So right now is the time for creativity. What do you feel called to do? What do you feel like the energy is flowing you in to create? And I mean, it doesn't have to be big creations, but it could be just something as far as like you're guided to cook yourself this meal that you've never cooked before, to create this nutritious meal of different things that you've never done. Like, it could be big things, it could be small things, but nurturing is very important right now. And what is it that you need to feel nurtured? Do you know what that means for you? Do you know how that feels? And nurturing communication, communication with love, communication with honesty, with openness, with vulnerability. That's very much needed right now. So I really hope that helps, Patu. Thank you for being here. If no one told you that they love you today, I love you. I'm proud of you. Keep showing up. Keep doing the work. You're amazing. Keep healing. Please like the video, subscribe, join the capital LOVE tribe. Comment below. Let me know how this resonated. If you don't want to say how it resonated, drop me a heart. I would appreciate it. Share the video. If you want to book a personal reading with me, that information is below. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Hi, Pal 3. Welcome. Welcome back to the Divine Healing with Love experience. Welcome back to the capital LOVE tribe. Thank you all so much for being here. My name is Nicole. I'm so grateful to have you here. Thank you for showing up for yourself. Okay, how do you make people feel? Visualization. Okay, many of you lift people up. You lift people up to another place, another planet, another galaxy. You really take people to the dream space. You really take people to another world, okay? People feel transported. They feel, many of you, they feel engulfed in your energy. You make them feel colorful. You make them see the world in color. You make them come out of their rigid ways, or come out of their rigid ways of thinking, or come out of this black and white, or come out of all of that and see the world from a higher perspective, or see the world in color. Many of you have beautiful eyes. People love your eyes, and you just help them you transport them. Many of you, people feel like, you could be a drug. They feel addicted to you. They feel like they could get addicted to you. They feel like they could just get whisked away, and your energy just kind of, or like physically, emotionally, they get kind of whisked away. They get, again, transported. They get transported to a different place. I'm hearing a different place in time. Some of you make people reminisce about, their childhood, or it's like fond memories and fond moments, and like, people love to walk down memory lane with you, and stuff like that. Okay, so let's get some more out, Pal 3. How do you make people feel? 10 of Pentacles. I came on a Pal 1. 6 of Cups. Wow, that's what we were just talking about. The Lovers. 9 of Wands. 7 of Wands. 5 of Pentacles. 10 of Wands. King of Swords. 2 of Cups. Wow. 6 of Pentacles. And Page of Wands. Wow, this is really beautiful energy. Okay. How do you make people feel? This is Pal 3. Pal 3. You make people feel alive. A lot of people, particularly romantic interests, they definitely feel like, people fall in love with you very easily. It does not take much for people to fall in love with you. It doesn't take much for people to feel secure with you. And many people fall very, like, I'm getting head over heels type energy. Some of you, people may fall in love with you at first sight, or, people have told you that, I'm hearing knew you were the one, knew you were or knew you were the one, that they wanted to be with, they wanted a relationship with, or whatever the situation is. Many people fall in love with you very easily. We have the Lovers here. We have 2 of Cups, 6 of Cups. Many people, you make them feel like you are a soulmate. You make them feel like there's a bond that's deeper like it's something deeper to you. It's like you make them feel like it's more beneath the surface, even if you're coming across as stoic or, serious, or like you don't have a lot of emotion. You make people, like, a lot of people like that. Like they like how you have this seriousness. Like I'm feeling like you make people feel like it's okay to be like, have a balance. Like it's okay to be, super in tune with your emotions, or very emotionally mature, or very connected with yourself and your emotions in that way. And it's also okay to be grounded and serious. And I'm not saying that you're serious, but for some of you, people view you as, or you kind of have how to get down to business, or how to be serious, or how to kind of like not wear your emotions on your sleeve, like how to go between both. And so you make people feel, many of you, you just make people feel like a lot of love. Like a lot of people love you. Okay. I have to just say that. Like they feel very loving emotions toward you. And it's romantic, it's also familial, it's also within friendships. The people, they love you. Okay. They have a lot of loving emotion for you. And for some of you, particularly with romantic connections, this is like deep love. Like this is like not, you know, this isn't casual. Not to say love is casual, but you know what I mean. Like this is like, no, they have a reverence for you. Like people, you make them feel like love is real. Like love is real. Love is what we're here to do. Love is the essence of us. Like for many of you, you make people feel like they can put the bags down, or they can put they don't have to be guarded. They don't have to, like some people, when you meet them, they may be very guarded, they may be defensive, but it's like you make them feel like they don't have to be defensive. You make them feel like they don't have to be on guard. You make them feel like that they can feel inspired, they can feel creative, they can feel motivated. For, like I said, for some of you, and again, it doesn't matter the type of connection here. For some of you, people get very nostalgic with you, or they reminisce. Like for some of you, people feel like they've had a past life connection with you. But for some of you, it's like you remind them of childhood, or you remind them of an innocent time, or you remind them of like fond memories, or like good times. Like you help them to feel that. Like, how like when you have like a fond memory, and it's like that memory kind of like it could get sensory, and like you really feel it, like you feel it at a deep level. And it's like, how you could just like, man, that was just good. Like it was just a good time. Not trying to get caught on the past, but you know how that feels. It's kind of like you make people feel that way. Like you make people feel like it's safe, it's love. They could put their guard down. They don't have to be on guard. They don't, like, they could trust that it's safe. You have a very disarming presence. You have a very like warm, pleasant energy, delightful. It's like it's okay to laugh. It's okay to get in tune with your inner child, or it's okay to cry if you want. Like it's okay, it's safe. It's like, it's almost like you help people to feel human. You help them to feel connected. You help them to feel the different emotions that it's okay to feel. But for many of you, it's like you also help them to feel this sense of like, is an equal energy exchange, or like basically they feel like what you give to the situation, they feel like they're receiving what you give, or they can receive what you give, or you know they can give to you. It's like an equal energy exchange situation that people feel, because for some of you, people may have felt in the past that like with certain situations, like they would give out of like trying to control someone, or they would give in order to receive because they wanted to receive something. It was like transactional situations. But with you, it's like they feel like you're giving from a genuine place, or they can give to you from a genuine place, and it could be received in that genuine way as well. It's not like, laced with all these motives or ulterior motives. It's like an innocence, okay? And it's like many of you, again, you help people to get in tune with that, and to get in tune with, you help people to feel, you help people, especially love, because people feel definitely a lot of loving energy with you, and they feel that from you, and you help them to connect with that part of themselves. Okay, now let's get some more. This is really beautiful. It's really beautiful energy, pile 3. Okay, let's get some more. How do you make people feel, pile 3? Okay, I admire you because you are willing to compromise. I am inspired by you because you are so passionate. I am inspired by you because you make me want to do things I've never done before. I am attracted to you because you aren't afraid to rewrite the story. I am attracted to you because your confidence talks for you. Wow. I am attracted to you because you let me be me, just be me. I am inspired by you because you are willing to explore new paths. This is really, wow, this is really nice. I am inspired by you because you take me to places I've never been. You guys had a lot of cards. I'm attracted to you because of the way you make me feel. I am inspired by you because you don't buckle under pressure. I'm attracted to you because you know how to bring people together. Okay, pile 3. Okay, so pile 3, you're really very inspirational, and it's because of the way you inspire through the way you love your people, love the people in your life. They're very inspired by the way, the love that they feel from you. Okay, you make people feel confident. Okay, particularly your romantic connections, your romantic partners. You make them feel very confident. You make them feel like, excuse me, this is something I feel like you, like, probably because it was like my throat wanted to lock up, they probably never told you this, or whatever is unspoken, but it's like you help your romantic partners, and also like your friendships as well. But I'm definitely getting romantic partners, and it could be business partners, but you help them to feel more confident. You help them to feel more in their confidence. Like they feel by having someone like calling you a friend, romantic partner, whatever, like that helps to boost their confidence. That helps them to feel more confident, more really good about themselves. Okay, so many of you, people see you as this, I mean, I don't want to say prize, but I keep hearing prize and trophy. Okay, so they feel very inspired by you. They feel like you, not only do they feel inspired by you, but you help them to feel inspired or inspiration in their own life. So you help them to feel inspired to explore a new path, or to be authentic to themselves, because it's like many of you, you don't judge people in your life, or people don't feel judged by you, and they don't feel like you're here to criticize them, or they don't feel that in your presence. Okay, so they feel like you allow them to be themselves. So it's like they feel like if they could be themselves with you, then they can be themselves with anyone. Like if you allow them to be themselves, that they could do that with other people. So they love that. They love how you allow them to be themselves. They love how, many of you, because you're passionate, and you could be very passionate with your love, they feel like that that passion. They feel like many of you are just passionate about so many things. You're passionate about life. You're passionate about your career. You're passionate about love. Like you're just a passionate individual. And so you help people to get passionate. You help them to feel that fire. You help them to get in tune with their own fire or whatever it is that gets them going. It gets them, passionate. Because for some of you people, they kind of lack passion, or they weren't in tune with that energy. They didn't really know what that meant or what it felt like. So by being around you, you help to uplift them and to put them in this place of finding their own passion and finding what gets them passionate and what gets them going. Many of you, you help people to rewrite their story. You help people to move forward. You help people to let go of the past. You help them to see that they need to let go of the past, or they need to come out of the past, or they don't have to keep holding on to the past like that's over with. Each day is a new day. You help people to see that. You help people to see that it's like new opportunities are every day. New opportunities are all the time. You just have to take the path and go. Many of you, you encourage the people feel motivated to try new things. They feel like it's safe to try new things. Like they feel like they can take the risk. They can take the risk to do something new, take the risk to learn something new or try something new. Because many of you, the people that you have in your life or you attract, they may not have ever really done things like that. Like they don't really take risk, or they don't really try new things. And because of your love and support and the way you make them feel, they feel like it's okay. Again, you help them gain that confidence. Many of you, you help people gain that confidence because you're confident, or, they feel like you're confident. Whether you feel like you're the most confident person or not, people see you as being confident. So you help them to get that confidence or to build onto their confidence so they could see that they could try something new and they could go on a new path, or they could leave the past behind, or, they can come together and meet new people because they feel like you know how to bring people together. Many of you are unifiers. People look at you as someone that's uniting people. You're uniting people under, circumstances where they would not have been united before. And so people feel like, you give them that energy to meet new people or to try different things. Many of you make people feel a lot of different emotions. They love the way you make them feel. They love the love that's coming from you. They love that passion. You make them feel things that they may never felt before. And again, it's like not getting too caught up on the past, but they may feel like they don't have much to compare it to because you're making them feel all kinds of new stuff that they've never felt before. I hope that makes sense. So it's like they compare it to something from the past because you're giving them that new energy, new experiences, and it's like, they've never felt it before, so they don't have anything to compare it to, but it feels amazing, okay? Many of you, you make people feel amazing, Pile 3. All right, let's find out more. How do you make people feel, Pile 3? Pile 3. Okay. Pile 3, how do you make people feel? Okay. So let's talk about this chosen one. So people feel like, when you are either in a romantic connection or whatever, friendship, they feel chosen. Again, you help to boost their confidence. Okay. You help them to feel like they have a prize in you. You see something special in them. They feel chosen. They feel like, wow, they feel, very grateful to be in your energy or to be in your presence. Okay. With this balanced feminine energy here, many of you, they feel like you, doesn't matter your gender here. They feel like you have a healthy feminine energy. And again, that goes back to that love, that nurturing side, that, being able to receive, that receptive. Many of you are teaching people in your life how to receive. You're teaching people that they're worthy of receiving. You're teaching people how to love, or you're showing people how to love. Again, people love the way you love. They love the way you show your love and you express your love. And they have a deep love for you. So it's like, it's really beautiful how you are able, and again, that creativity and that passion as well. They see that, they see it. You make people feel like they can clear anything. They could do anything. They could clear obstacles. They could go for whatever it is they want. With the solar plexus, so we have this feminine energy and that solar plexus, and the feminine energy center, that's the sacral chakra. And the solar plexus, that is dealing with the masculine, okay? So you have a good balance between your masculine and feminine energy, because the solar plexus chakra represents the masculine energy. So people feel like, again, that's that confidence. You give them that confidence to do things, to clear obstacles, to go after their goals, or get in tune with their passions. They feel that just by being in your energy, okay? Founder, pioneer. So many of you, people feel, zoom out. People feel very motivated in your energy. You make people feel motivated. You make people feel like, again, that they could do the things they never thought that they could do, that they could go for their goals. Ancestors leading the way. So many of you, they feel like you're in tune with your ancestors, or you have some type of spiritual nature here. And it's also motivating and inspirational, because they feel like they can trust in other powers. They can trust in the things that they can't see. They can trust in other energies, okay? Again, with this Aries energy, that's that solar plexus, that's that action, confidence, how you see yourself as well. You bring that to the table. You help people to see themselves in a better way, or to see that they can do more than what they thought, or to get the confidence. With this healthy relationship, again, people feel like they can have a healthy relationship with you, whether it's family, friends, romantic. They feel like, again, you bring something different to the table. They enjoy I'm hearing growing with you, learning with you, connecting with you. Yeah, to connect with your team. Again, they love to connect with you, and they feel very connected when they're connected with you. But this is also saying that, like, they feel like you trust in the universe, the higher power. You trust in some different things, and it helps them to be able to trust in those other energies as well. Emotionally mature. So they see you as emotionally mature and stable, and you help them to become more emotionally mature and stable, particularly within relationships. Flow with the energy. They feel like they can flow with the energy. They feel like they can let go. They feel like they can surrender. Again, they see you doing this, or they feel like this is what you do. So you inspire them to show them that, like, hey, you can flow with the energy. You don't always have to force. And again, that's that balanced feminine energy. Integrate past life wisdom. So people feel like you're wise, or you integrate the lessons. You're a reflective person. A lot of people learn from you. This is what I'm getting. A lot of people learn from you. With this Pisces energy, people feel like they could dream. They feel like they can, open themselves up. Again, this is also like that. You transport people to another world. With that Pisces energy, it's like you take them to somewhere else. You take them to places that they've never been before. You get them thinking about things differently. And again, finally, communicate with love. Love is big here. People love the way you love them. People love how you uplift them in your loving presence. You communicate with love. You give love. You have a loving energy. It's very beautiful. Again, with that Pisces energy, you get them to feel watery. You're getting people to feel dreamy. You're getting people to feel things, again, that they've never felt before. They could even feel like they're high, they're on a drug, but they're not. It's very beautiful. It's a very beautiful energy, okay? All right, now let's get your healing messages out. Pile 3. Life purpose. Inspiration. Wow, look at this. So this is 11, reduces to 2, and this is 22. So that's 2, 2, 2. Peace and rebirth, and another 2. So many of you may be seeing 2s right now, but you don't have to. But right now you're going through a rebirth. You're going through a transformation. Many of you know this. And you may be seeing 333 as well. Many of you know this. This is a time to, okay, so many of you are going through a rebirth. I'm hearing a rebirth is assured. Okay, big changes are coming in, and it could be regarding your life purpose. But your life purpose right now is motivating you. It's clearing. There's some type of clarity that you're feeling. It's a portal opening here. It's something opening up here in terms of your life purpose and this huge transformation and shift that you're going through. Many of you, and I see 22. Many of you are going through a huge transformation. It's like you're getting ready to turn the page. You're getting ready to walk through this portal of significant change, significant growth. And there's clarity that's coming in. And this is coming through inspiration, intuitive downloads, dreams. Take time to go into nature. Take time to go within, because many of you are getting some type of clarity regarding your life purpose, and it's going to bring you a lot of peace. And this transformation that's coming in is going to be big changes, but there's nothing to be worried about. There's nothing to be scared of. You know, it's your time. Many of you have been asking more questions about your life purpose, and things are being revealed to you. So you're going to have to take the time to really go within, journal, have some quiet moments, meditative moments to really get the clarity, because for many of you, this is a time of focus and intention. It's a time for expansion. It's a time to get the answers for the questions that you've been having. And it's also time to welcome in peace, welcome in more harmony, more peace, more joy, more love. Okay, these things are coming in, but this rebirth is going to be huge, and it's going to be significant for your journey and what you've been working for. Many of you have been putting the work in, and you're getting ready to see a lot of rewards with this rebirth. So I really hope that helps. If no one told you that they love you today, I love you, Pile 3. I'm proud of you. Thank you for being here. Keep showing up. You are amazing. Please like the video. Subscribe, join the capital LOVE tribe. Comment below. Let me know how this resonated. If you don't want to say how it resonated, drop me a heart. I would appreciate it. Share the video. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, that information is below. Thank you, and I'll see you next time.